All right, good morning YouTube. It's Nick with NK Landscaping, again as usual. Today we got a new project. Got the wrong trailer on the truck, so we're gonna have to swap that out. Gonna be hooking up the gooseneck. Kurt's gonna be taking the dump trailer. Both machines are coming out, so we're gonna get loaded up and swapped over here. All right, so we're back. Good old home territory. Whaley Lake is right down there. You guys have been to this property many times before. It's the house at the top of the hill there. I cannot bring the gooseneck up the driveway. As you can imagine, this is quite a load and that's quite a steep driveway. So we're gonna get everything unloaded and brought up top. I'll bring the gooseneck over to my property, which is just up the road, and we'll store it there for the duration of this job. So let's get unloaded here and get to work. Making the long trek up the driveway. Look at all of our nice stones here. Those got delivered last week. So maybe you can figure out kind of what we're doing today. Getting the gooseneck unhooked here at my property. We're just gonna leave this here. It is nice having property right down the street because I can't fit this trailer at the job site. So I also need to mow my lawn here. Looking a little shaggy, so one of these days I'll take the skid steer out here and brush cut this, clean this up a little bit. All right, so plan at hand here. We have, how many are there total? 14 of these natural, like flagstone, bluestone type steps. They all vary in thickness, size, and shape. So basically we have two different areas that we're going to be installing these. So the machines are all greased up now, ready to go. We're going to have to start moving materials, but we're going to start here. So 6 steps. From here, at the edge of this garden bed, there's 2 flagstone steps that we got to re-level up to this drainage trench. And once we get up to the drainage trench, we're going to widen this out, put a little bit more stone down. So this not only will act as a drainage trench, but as like a walking path to come up and around. The second set of steps will come off of this patio here. And it's gonna go up the hill with this nice curve. So just like this, every set of stakes represents a step. And then right about here it's going to end because it flattens out. It's a nice path to the fire pit that we built a few years back. While we're here, first thing we're actually going to do is from this stake down to the corner of that grill island, we're going to run a trench for electricity, and then we're going to put I think 6 total 4x4s around the corner, not the corner, around the back side of this fire pit. So there will be electricity here, and then there will be a set of string lights that go around the back of this nice fire pit. So we're gonna start moving machines around, moving pallets around. First thing we're gonna get started with is that trench, so the electrician can come in and get all the conduit laid so that we can backfill all in the same job. So let's get some stuff shuffled around here, get to work. So I'm taking the excavator on back to the work area. Kurt is leaving to go get some gravel. This is the path that we installed years ago. We used to have to drive across the lawn for all access to the back of this property. Years ago we did some clearing. We had a chipper in here, so we put down like a wood chip trail through the backyard so we can access the back of this property since we do so many projects here. So I'm gonna get the excavator back there. We can dig this electrical trench, and then we can start bringing back the rest of the stones and the skid steer and everything. Guys, you will not believe what I just pulled out of the ground. This is a first. This came right here. It was right there. An engine block. You can't be serious. That's a V8. What in the world? I've never, ever in my life. Fitz, what do you think about that? Yeah, you could rebuild that and put that in your Subaru. Yeah, that's right. Wow. That's
Cylinders look good.
yeah, the cylinders look good. Huh. Our trench is dug right to where it needs to be. I don't want to dig any closer just because I don't want to undermine the patio, and we are going to be putting in the posts all the way around. So trench is 18 inches at the minimum. In most spots it's like 20 to 24 inches. This is going to be nice, and then we will rotostar all the backfill once the electrician puts the conduit in. Unfortunately, I cannot backfill the engine block. I think that's gonna have to come home with us. But all right, we're gonna get moved over. We're gonna start with the side stairs first. They're smaller and it's a straight shot, so that should be a little easier. So we're gonna get mobilized to that section and get working. So we're down getting ready to map out the stairs here. We're gonna go ahead and take all these off of here and kind of sort them to figure out where we think each stone should go. So that's plan for now. We'll get to it. So as we separate these stones to kind of get an idea of size and shape, Kurt's looking at the top side and the bottom side, and we're going to figure out which side is the step top. So he just looks at quality. On this one, right on the edge, there's a lip, so that could be a trip hazard. It's all different things to look at, and you just got to take your time. This is a little bit more of like an artistic thing. And then once we understand where every step is going to go, we can dig each landing for the step, custom for each stepstone. Flip. Little lunchtime action. What do you got there, Fitz?
They did give me a fork this time.
What'd you order? What'd you order?
Sesame chicken.
Ooh, sesame chicken. He got some delivery Chinese food. Kurt's got a pack of lunch and I got a pack of lunch. So, well, lunchtime. Whoa, Kurt's about to go down the hill. So, rocks are laid out. So after lunch, we can start figuring out where everything's gonna go. Start, maybe get some rocks installed today. Okay, so we're getting ready here to dig for the first step. Fitz is just setting up the laser real quick. We'll dig our correct grade. I'm gonna dump all the dirt in the skid steer. So Fitz is, now he's transferred the laser to Kurt. He's gonna bring the skid steer over so he can fill the bucket up with dirt. We're gonna make a pile of all the dirt so I can screen some of it later as backfill material. Kurt will figure out our depth here, how he wants the stone to sit, and we'll get digging. Alright, so it took us, from the time I started filming on this camera, 27 minutes to get that one installed. So I'm clearly not going to film you know, in depth on every step here. I do have you going on time lapse, so I'll probably move you up there. But as you can see, it's just a little bit of a tedious process to get this installed and leveled. Now, these stones are not perfect. They're concave, convex, they have ridges. You know, we want the flattest side up, so that generally means that the ugly side is down, and leveling that out on stone is a little tricky. So every step may have a little tiny bit of rock to it, but by the time it gets backfilled and settled in, this will be perfectly fine. These stones are very heavy and you can't really adjust them super easily by hand. It would take 3 guys to pick up that stone, but looks pretty solid. We're gonna go and get started on the next one, and then I think there's 5 steps here, so let's get going. Step number 2 installed. So I don't know what you can see from here. I know it's hard on the camera. I got this tiny little screen, but they're all different sizes. They look good. We got this one leveled. So what we like to do on our steps is a little slope towards the front. That does promote a bit of drainage. So if it is raining, we don't want it sloped back because the water is going to run back under the step. You just don't want that, and it gives you the chance to have puddling. So we have a little bit of slope towards the front. It ends up being about an 8-inch step, closer to 7 inches in the front, and it's about 8 inches in the rear, and that's what we were shooting for. We want 8 inches of rise per step total. So your initial step off the back of the one below it is about 7, and then it's 8 once you're in the back, if that makes sense. So we're gonna dig for the next one. Kurt's picking them out as we go, and it's working out pretty good. These are not as easy to install as those concrete precast ledgestone steps. They don't have hooks and everything, but you do get a little bit more artistic installation out of them, and you can really mess with them a lot. So on to the next one. Hey Harley! The inspector has arrived, and he approves. Harley likes the stairs, even though he's not using them. Oh, there we go! Woo! Harley tested, Harley approved. Good boy points. Woo! He's looking like he's getting ready to sit on those things. They're so comfortable. All right, 3 steps installed. We are out of gravel, and quarry is going to be closed in a few minutes, so we can't get another load. That's fine. What we're going to work on now is, what's nice is her driveway is the same gravel, so we can dump it and not worry about it. But these 2 flagstone pieces were there as steps, but they were like super lean forward from years of just erosion and stuff, frost heaving and all that. So we're gonna replace those, same spot. You can dig out the dirt, put in a little bit of gravel, put those in place, and that will be basically 5 steps, you know, 3 new steps and 2 old steps installed for the day, plus the trench. So it's turning out real nice. We're gonna get going on that here, and that's it for today. So while these guys have been installing the steps, I've just been cleaning up. So truck's packed away, machines are all good and parked for the night, doors and windows are shut. This one looks much better. Like I said before, it was like a ramp. So get this step in place and it'll look real nice. And you know, it doesn't look finished right now just because you could see exposed gravel, but when that gets backfilled, it'll look really nice. Cool. A few more minutes here, get this step installed. You're watching it all on time lapse. Finally got a tripod. I've had it in my house for a while, and I finally decided to start using it. I just need to 3D print an adapter to put the GoPro clip on there. They don't sell this stuff, or at least I haven't been able to find one. So you're getting clamped on there for now, and it works. So, all right, a few more minutes, and we're out of here. Alright guys, I'm sitting here in my living room editing this video, and I've got a ton of footage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this up into a couple different pieces. So this will be part 1. You'll get part 2 on Friday, and there will most likely be a part 3, so that'll probably be on Wednesday next week for you. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. There's a lot more to come. This was a big project with a lot of different phases and different parts and everything. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll give you another little bit on Friday. So my little editing partner. But all right, I'll see you on the next one. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to do any of that either. No, doesn't matter. You don't have to. You could.
It'd be nice.
Yeah. And while you're at it, check out NK Garage. Link is down in the description if you're into any sort of tools, anything like that. So, see you on the next one, guys.